Hello, this is Jacob Bolton, Associate Pastor of Christian Formation here at Westminster Presbyterian Church in Alexandria, Virginia. The big announcement for this morning's devotion is that we are about to conclude our long-standing series. I think we'll have had over 300 of these daily devotions recorded since the pandemic began. And for a handful of reasons, our time to keep recording and publishing, making public these daily devotions is coming to an end. It's going to conclude at the end of this month, at the end of June. And this gives us all an excellent opportunity to kind of take a moment to take stock and think about what this ministry program has meant for the church. We've had a handful of things that we've lived through as we've connected virtually in this space. The beginning, the middle, and whatever episode we're going to call this moment in time of the pandemic, we've all lived through. I don't know if you remember, but some of those first ones we actually had to meet on Zoom at the same time at 8:30 every single morning. Now they're pre-recorded, sometimes days or even weeks in advance. Some have some pretty impressive tech work to have different cameras and different images. Some have set backgrounds. Some of the ones that I've done, I remember some ones that were memorable included when a tree was cut down over here in my neighbor's yard. I remember recording a few of these in the middle of the night, either with fireworks or with cicadas. I remember one having the guitar, maybe more than one had a guitar in it. Quoted from many different favorite authors of mine. We sort of found a groove. We found a groove during a very unique time in our lives, and that time in all of our lives is coming to an end. We want to begin things well, and we want to end things well. And so these next handful, maybe 8 more devotions, I think, after today, all will include somebody saying goodbye, concluding our run. But, next week, next Mondays, I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be yet, but there's going to have to be a fun and memorable way that we conclude these Monday morning devotions with all of you. Again, I think we have actually had over 300 of these. If I remember right, the number is, by the time we're done, we'll have recorded 313 devotions that we can go back to. They'll always be up there on the internet. They'll always be on our YouTube page. We are still going to be a virtual congregation. We will meet, we will pray, we will hold each other spiritually together, not just in the physical space, not just in the spiritual space, but also here in the virtual space. And this also gives us the opportunity to reflect and think about new ways that we can connect virtually. New designs, new times. But anyway, the point is that these are concluding. And it has been a unique way to bond with all of you, to share the good news of Jesus Christ with all of you during this pandemic. I thank you for participating, and I look very forward to whatever we do in the future. Of course, one of my most favorite and memorable devotions was the very first one I ever did, which of course gave you some backstory on my Scottish heritage. When I shared the story of the MacLeod clan, and where I signed off by saying much love, hold fast. And so obviously we'll have to do that next week together. But until then, friends, we're winding these down. But whether we are devoting every day together or not, much love. Hold fast.